a pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the lines are parallel. That means alternate interior angles means the angles which are inside the two lines is known as interior angles, and alternate interior angles means angle AQR and angle QRT. These two are one pair and these two double line angles are another pair of alternate interior angles. And let us see one more point, that is, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. That means the angles or the interior angles lying on the same side of a line or transversal is angle AQR and angle CRQ. These two angles, this and this. These and these angles, sum of these angles is supplementary. Supplementary means 180 degrees. The sum of these two angles is 180 degrees, and at the same time the sum of PQR and QRT, that is this angle and this angle, is 180 degrees. And let us see one more statement, that is, if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, then the two lines are parallel to each other. This is the vice versa of the previous statement, right? Now, let us conclude all the points what we have learned in two parallel lines and a transversal. That is, when two parallel lines are cutted with the help of a transversal, then the alternate angles or alternate interior angles are equal, and at the same time the interior angles on the same side are 180 degrees or supplementary, and at the same time the corresponding angles are equal, that is opposite angles, that is one exterior angle and one interior angle, or one interior angle and another interior angle of another side. Like that, the corresponding angles are equal and alternate interior angles are equal, and the sum of interior angles on same side are 180 degrees. When these all statements are true, then the lines are said to be parallel to each other. If two lines are parallel and all these statements are true, vice versa is true. Now we will be showing the proof how this is true and how this is verified or justified. Let us see the proof. That is, when angle BQR equals to angle CRQ, that is the angle BQR, that is the interior angle of right side of first line, this is equal to angle CRQ, because previously we have learned that the corresponding angles is equal, right? Therefore, these two angles are equal. At the same time, when these are equal, it will be followed by the other two angles also, right? That is angle AQR and angle QRT. And at the same time, we have already said that alternate angles are also equal. Therefore, all these statements are justified by using these two axioms. Now, let us see how the angles are related to the lines parallel to the same line. That is, if line L is parallel to line M and line L is parallel to line N, then the angles corresponding to lines L, M, N by the transverse passing through them are angle 1, angle 2 and angle 3. Now let us see, is these angles are equal or not? Let us prove that. Previously we have learned a statement that the angles of or the corresponding angles of two lines which are parallel are equal. Therefore we can say that angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and angle 1 is equals to angle 3, since line L is parallel to M. Therefore we can say angle 1 is equals to angle 2 and line L is parallel to line N, that is L is parallel to N. Therefore we can say angle 1 is equals to angle 3. But can we say that angle 2 is equals to angle 3? Let us see that whether these two angles are equal or not. Angle 2 and angle 3 are corresponding angles. They are corresponding angles because angle M and the line M and line N are parallel to each other. Therefore, the angles related to these are corresponding and hence they are also equal. Now let us see with one example how these angles are equal to each other. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. That means lines that is M and N are parallel to L. Therefore, the lines which are parallel to line L, that is M and N are parallel to line L. At the same time, the parallel lines M and N are also parallel to each other. That is, L is parallel to M and L is parallel to N. Therefore, the lines M and N are parallel to each other. Now let us see the example, that is, we have shown here a diagram. As shown in the diagram that PQ and RS lines are parallel to each other and angle MXQ is given 135 degrees and angle MYR is equals to 40 degrees. These two degrees are given in this problem and we have to find out angle XMY, that is angle XMY, that is the angle this angle we have to find out, right? Now let us see the solution how we are going to do. Now we have seen that AB is parallel to RS. That means these two lines are parallel to each other. Therefore, angle QXM plus angle XMB equals to 180 degrees. That is angle QXM, this angle, and angle XM. Now let us see the solution. Let us assume that AB line is between the lines PQ and RS. Now the angle QXM is equals to angle XMP because we have already seen the point when two lines are parallel and a transverse is passing through them, then the corresponding angles will be equal. Therefore, the angle XMP and angle QXM are equal. That is, these two are corresponding angles. Here you can differentiate that. See, this angle and this angle are corresponding angles and this sum of angles is 180 degrees. Now we have given that angle QXM is 135 degrees. Therefore, the angle XMP will be equals to 180 degrees minus 135 degrees, that is equals to angle 45 degrees. Now the angle XMP we have get, that is 45 degrees, and we have to find out the angle BMY, that is, this is, see, this line AB and line RS are also parallel to each other, right? Therefore, we can say that the transverse M is passing through them. Therefore, we can say that the angle BMY is corresponding to the angle MYR. Therefore, we can say these two angles are equal. Therefore, the angle BMY will be equals to 40 degrees. That is equals to angle MYR. These two corresponding angles will be equal. Therefore, this is equal to 40 degrees. Now, we have to find out the angle XMY, that is angle XMY. Angle XMY is the summation of angle XMP plus angle BMY, right? Therefore, when we add both these angles, we will be getting the resultant angle, that is 45 degrees plus 40 degrees equals to 85 degrees. That is the resultant angle what we needed. Thus we can conclude or we can find out any angles by using the statements, that is, two alternate angles are equal and two corresponding angles are equal and the interior angles on the same side are equal and the interior angles sum is supplementary of same side and the opposite interior angles are equal. All these 4 to 5 statements will give us or will result to find the solutions of different angles between two parallel lines and a transverse.